Hey guys, it's Madeline here at the Stateside Theater for Austin Film Festival, and we're about to talk with the cast and crew of Texas Cotton. Check it out.
I got involved with the project through the director and writer Tyler. I worked with him a few years ago on a feature film in Alabama, and he told me that he lived in Austin. And so he was such a joy to work with, literally, that I told him after we were done, I said, if you ever need me for anything, call me. Don't even call agents, just call me. And I said, and if you ever do anything in Austin, you better call me. And so he called me up last year and said, hey, I've got an idea for a short. We're going to shoot it in Texas. You want to do it? And I said, I'm in.
Okay, so pretty much Tyler and his crew came to our municipal archives and records facility at the city of San Antonio. I gave him a tour of our records, and our records date back to 1770. And then he asked me to be in the movie. And I am the city clerk in the movie. I am the city clerk in San Antonio.
George Hardy. He's been a longtime friend and an associate. We had done a film before together, and he asked me if I would consider doing this, and I liked him so much I read it. And then once I read it, and I'd worked with Tyler before as well, and I said, you know, I can find some fun in this. And I like the story, the idea that one man's looking for the truth and the other man's trying to deceive, and the two like each other. It's a little bit of fox and hound there, so I appreciated it quite a bit. And then I thought the comedy in it was quite good as well.
Does any part of the story or the setting hit close to home for you?
Absolutely. I'm from Monroe, Louisiana. It's a small town in Louisiana. So working around Texas when I first moved here, I was working in a bunch of films or reality shows in small towns around Texas. And so, yeah, definitely resonated, definitely fun to kind of just meet the people in town. And they're always very authentic, very real, and they'll tell you kind of their whole life story the first time you meet them. So that's kind of what I like. I like the small town people.
It reminded you of home a little bit?
Absolutely.
And how did you prepare for your role in particular?
So here's the thing. When we shot the short, I played a deputy. And then because of my shooting schedule on the SEAL Team show, I couldn't, when they got the feature up and running, I couldn't make it. They needed me for like 3 weeks and I couldn't do it. So I told Tyler, I was like, man, I'm going to have to say no. And then lo and behold, I found out that they were shooting on the Thanksgiving break. And I was going to fly home to Louisiana and see my family. And I'm like, you guys are shooting the Saturday after Thanksgiving? I could actually make a day if you need me. So they wrote in the prosecutor role for me, or added to it or something. And I came in and shot it, but I didn't get the script till the night before. So to answer your question, very little preparation because of the last minute casting. So, but then I prepared ferociously the night before. Yeah.
So it existed as a short first, and now it's a feature film. How do these two compare? How does the title Texas Cotton kind of apply to both in its own way?
So the short was, so a couple things have changed as far as like who the deputy is or who this, but the story, the heart of the story remains. The short was kind of a teaser of what was to come. It was like one scene from the feature. The scene is still in the full length, but but the casting has changed. So it was just a little abbreviated version to get everyone ready for the feature.
So I know that Texas Cotton was released as a short in 2017. I'm kind of wondering how these two compare and how this title was given to both, just the story of that whole thing.
Yeah, the short film was 10 pages out of the feature. And so we did it as a proof of concept to show that George can act, and he can. It's been 30 years for George, so he's been waiting a long time. But he knocked it out of the park, so it really helped us to find investors and people that would support us for the film. And that's why we wanted to do that. We also changed the tone from the short to the feature. It's a little more serious, the short's a little bit more comedic, and it was a good practice run for us.
And were you involved with the short as well?
I was not,
okay.
But I did see the short.
So where did you come into play with the short converting?
I think at some point they decided that they would like me. They actually approached me to do the role of the mayor, and then I said, I believe I'd rather do the sprayer. I always go the other way. I'm told to go right, and I go left. So I thought that was a better swing for me.
Sounds like a good philosophy to me.
Yeah, if there's a fork in the road, take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right on.
What are you hoping viewers take away from the film?
Wow. Okay, that's a great question. I hope the takeaway is, first of all, I hope they respect what was done, and because you're talking about a film on a limited budget, very grassroots, very hands-on, and I think when you see it, it doesn't come off that way. You know what I mean? It comes, and so it's a testament to what these guys can do. So I hope that's the takeaway, and then I hope they'll admire. Okay, and I also hope that they'll respect and admire Tyler for straddling genres. It's not a formula script. It doesn't fit in one box, which I think is so bold in today's world of filmmaking.
So cool. Are there two boxes you could put it in, or are you just?
So there's a comedy aspect to it, but it's not a comedy. It's more of a suspense drama, but it's also funny and it's also kind of gritty. So I don't know what box to put it in. I don't even know, but I like that about it.
Just take away the fact that movies can be filmed pretty much anywhere to be successful, and this one was filmed in various cities throughout Texas. Texas has a lot to offer.
That takes them away for an hour and a half. That it's a fun, entertaining film that has some heart, makes you jump, makes you who did it. It just a lot of emotion. Just a fun, cinematic thing. It's old school cinema. Yeah, I think that's what I want.